Hello everyone, welcome back to another Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous video, where today we are going to be counting down every single Easter egg and reference that was shown off in Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Season 3. Now this one is going to be slightly of a long one, so each Easter egg I'll keep it short and sweet and straight to the point because otherwise this could be an hour-long episode. There are plenty of Easter eggs and I believe Season 3 actually had the most Easter eggs and references compared to any other season, and I'm really thankful for that. Notably, episode 4, obviously, when the Jurassic Park references kick in, we can start to see an increase of them. But with the success of Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Season 3, I highly expect a Season 4 to come out soon, and I can't wait to see what other Easter eggs and references they'll include. Now before we get into today's video, I just want to remind you guys to press that subscribe button as we are getting closer to 60,000 subscribers, which is honestly astonishing. Not only that, but 88% of you guys still aren't subscribed to the channel, so let's hope to lower that percentage down to 80 relatively soon. But without any further ado, let's get into the Easter eggs and references from Camp Cretaceous Season 3. So the first Easter egg we're going to talk about is right at the start of episode 1. Escaping the island via raft is actually from an unused Jurassic Park 3 script which showed an attempt of leaving Isla Sorna in a similar fashion. Another one would be Bumpy calling out for Ben, and the others is a reference to the Brachiosaurus that burnt alive at the end of the dock in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, slowly watching the Arcadia leave the dock. When the group walked back to the camp after being washed ashore, we're greeted with Brachiosauruses in the treetop scenes, very similar to Alan Grant and the kids scene in Jurassic Park when they first encountered the long-necked sauropods. The escape plans on the chalkboard have some callbacks to Fallen Kingdom with the Baryonyx head and the underwater gyrospheres. The gondolas were actually from a deleted Jurassic World opening sequence that I've previously made a video about. This sequence would have showed off the gondolas being used and would have explained why they suddenly found them in Season 3. The DPG records the Ceratosaurus as subject to cruelty. This can partially be explained by the Scorpius Rex attacking it in episode 1. The egg scene in episode 1 where Yaz stumbles upon Dimorphodon eggs is similar to Jurassic Park and Jurassic Park 3 scenes of stumbling upon the eggs accidentally with Alan Grant and Paul Kirby. The Lost World had an ending where pteranodons would defend their nest, where some people do use a paraglider to escape. This scene was only written in draft but clearly now remade to fit today's story. Kenji's kick out to the Dimorphodon can be seen to be very similar to Alan Grant's kick in Jurassic Park 3 where he kicks the pteranodon in the aviary. The torn paraglider scene, when the kids look up and find it, it's another reference and callback to when the parachute was found with Ben's dead body in Jurassic Park 3. Now the only reason I can think of regarding how the campers are in swimwear is that they actually plan to go to the water park in Jurassic World, which can be seen in some aerial shots of Jurassic World and notably Jurassic World Evolution. When Darius opens the cockpit of the boat's door, it is a similar scene as to the Lost World when Peter Ludlow opens and sees dead corpses in the SS Venture. Okay, so editing swerve here. I forgot to include this one, but actually after the boat does get hit by the side of the dock, whilst the campers are starting to complain exactly what happened, we can slightly hear Sammy say, "We're gonna need a bigger boat," which obviously is a reference to Jaws, something else that Steven Spielberg has been involved with. When the Iranosauruses are first shown on screen, it is presented through some thick fog. The last time we had a scene like that, it was Jurassic Park 3's Pteranodon reveal for the first time. The Iranosauruses swimming in the water with their sail above the sea level resembles the Spinosaurus attack scene in Jurassic Park 3. And also, a sailed creature attacking the boat? Where have we seen that before? Kenji's prototype gaming device actually resembles similarly of the Nintendo Switch prototype. It's also worth noting that the Switch was released in 2017, whereas the kids are still on the island in 2016. Monolophosaurus's shadow appearance is a reference to when Lex and Tim were chilling, eating some jelly and ice cream, and then suddenly they see the silhouette of the Velociraptor in 1993's Jurassic Park. Later in the same episode, we are greeted with Kenji, Darius and Brooklyn closing the door whilst a Monolophosaurus tries to break in. Very similar to when Lex and Tim close the door in Jurassic Park's freezer to contain the raptor. When the campers are in the vents, I think it's obvious to see that it's a callback to Jurassic Park's original vent scene too. Darius says welcome to Jurassic Park during the first time we see anything Jurassic Park related in the series, Similar to how Hammond said welcome to Jurassic Park for the first time we see the Brachiosaurus in the Jurassic Park movie. In the same scene, Yaz mentions how Jurassic Park is cursed and how the owner tripped and fell and broke his ankle and then was eaten alive by compies. She proceeds to say that she read it somewhere. This is a clear nod to the Jurassic Park novel death of John Hammond in the original book. The vending machine scene is a small reference to when Paul Kirby tried to buy snacks in Jurassic Park 3. Both Kenji and Kirby actually use quarters to try and get some snacks, despite the vending machines not working. Velociraptors on top of a T-Rex skull in the visitor center is a slight callback to the original first scene. Darius corrects Kenji, who says clever guy, but instead it should be clever girl. Along with the episode's title name, we all know where that's from.
Clever girl.
Darius's bond with Blue makes Blue recognise the pose from Jurassic World that Owen Grady does often to have a mutual respect with the raptors. When Kenji throws the coin and bounces off Blue's snout, she looks down and looks back up and then hisses at him, extremely similar to Fallen Kingdom's similar scene. The scene where Brooklyn and Sammy open the door to the underground lab, it resembles the scene where Ellie Sattler opens the door to the underground bunker. Scorpius Rex climbing trees and hunting with thermal senses and eyesight is a slight nod to the future predator creature from the other dinosaur TV show Primeval. Future Predator and Scorpius Rex share remarkable similarities. The Indominus Rex also had thermal vision, so it's clear to see it was added from the Scorpius Rex. The stampede shown after Brooklyn and Sammy find out about E750 resembles the stampede in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom whilst they are on the island. Darius was about to stroke and feed a Gallimimus until Kenji calls Darius on the radio and scaring the dinosaur away. It's similar to when Sarah Hardin was taking a photo of the baby stegosaur and then her camera jams, making a loud noise, startling the rest of the herd. When Kenji throws a stick at the electrified fence, it's also a reference to when Alan Grant did the same thing before climbing over it with Lex and Tim in Jurassic Park. When there are heavy footsteps whilst Darius tries to hide, we're led to believe it's something dangerous, just for it to turn out to be a Sinoceratops. This is similar to when Owen was actually tranquilized in Fallen Kingdom and we hear heavy dangerous footsteps, just for it to be a Sinoceratops. When the herd of the dinosaurs stampede towards Kenji, Brooklyn, Yaz and Sammy, they hide behind a big log similar to Fallen Kingdom and Jurassic Park's Gallimimus scene. In the same scene, the group run into the running group of parasaurs and then run off to the side in some forest. Similarly, in 2001, we had Grant and the group run beside some Hadrosaurids, including Parasaurolophus, and then dart off into some forest to the side. The Scorpius Rex eating the dead parasaur body is also a reference and Easter egg to Jurassic Park 3, when they encountered the Tyrannosaurus Rex first time on Isla Sorna. The Scorpius Rex climbing down the tree upside down is similar to when the Indoraptor climbs the roof upside down before entering Maisie's bedroom. The explosion debris missing Darius and Ben resembles and foreshadows the volcano disaster that is set to happen in 2 years' time. Brooklyn being disgusted by carob juice and carob and throwing it away with Darius agreeing shows that they still don't like it compared to Ben from the first season. Similar to the Spino vs Rex fight in Jurassic Park 3, the Scorpius Rex duel has similar angles, movement and attacks to resemble the fight. Darius and Ben in the limo in the tree is similar to when Tim was stuck in the tree in Jurassic Park. Kenji calling for a Brachiosaurus again is very similar to Alan Grant's call in Jurassic Park. Just seconds after, Sammy finds tracks suggesting that Darius and Ben ran away, similar to how Ellie and Muldoon found out the same for Alan and the kids. The Scorpius drooling on Darius from above is a reference to the blood drop scene from Jurassic World before the Indominus Rex reveals itself and attacks. The slow motion of the Trank dart can be related back to Sarah Hardin's slow motion of the Trank scene in Jurassic Park: The Lost World. The kitchen scene with the Scorpius Rex looking through the glass and trying the handle is very similar to raptors in the first movie. The kitchen itself really is similar to the first movie. When Blue is attacking the Scorpius Rex, it cloaks over when a raptor was attacking a Rex in the visitor center with the Jurassic Park theme song in the background. Thankfully, the raptor came out on top this time. The Scorpius Rex storyline resembles very similarly to the Troodon storyline in Jurassic Park Telltale game. They both were ordered to be destroyed by the owner, but the scientists refused, which caused them to break out, reproduce, and is now very dangerous. They're both venomous as well. Darius pulling up Ben is the same as to when he tries to do it in season 1 on the monorail. The first timeline alignment, the start of Fallen Kingdom, is shown from a different angle in season 3. My favourite scene by far in my favourite episode, episode 9. Dr. Wu returning to Isla Nublar, something that's been scripted many times in the Jurassic universe, but has never been on screen until now. Jurassic Park 3 had a similar scene to when the Pteranodons attacked the helicopter, that was unfortunately later scrapped but implemented in Camp Cretaceous. Helicopter crashes in the tree again, similar to when Tim was stuck in the tree. The short scene of the camera of the helicopter looking down, trying to see where the pilot went, is a reference to the Lost World when the trailer was dangling over the cliff. And finally, Dr. Wu, noting back to Eli Mills, confirms another timeline alignment and reference. So those are all of the Easter eggs. I believe I counted around 56 of them. If there are any more that I may have missed regarding Easter eggs and references, do feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. However, I do believe strongly that these are all of the references and also Easter eggs, give or take a couple, that were implemented in Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Season 3. So why don't you go down to the comment section right now and tell me what other type of Easter eggs would you like to see in Season 4? And obviously if you liked the video, make sure to smash that like button, and if you're new around here, press that subscribe button. But in the meantime, like, comment and subscribe, all of that good stuff. I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Hello, hi, you, did you enjoy the video? Just a little reminder to press that like button and also subscribe. I just want to thank my Patreons for this month on screen right here, as giving me that little extra support really does go a long way. But anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day.